go do my makeup whilst I sit here and chat to you. But yeah, it is Friday today, and it is the first time this week that I've picked up my camera to film, so we're starting the vlog on Friday. I don't know why I always think that I need to film my vlogs like Monday to Friday. Like, you guys are watching this whenever. You don't care what day of the week it is, so that's what we're doing. We're starting the vlog on a Friday. I'm just feeling so good lately. Like, I definitely feel like there has been a shift in my energy. And also, like, disclaimer, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup. So if you're watching this and you're like, girl, what are you doing? I don't know either. I just kind of stick it on my face and hope for the best. But yeah, I just feel like there's been a shift. Like, when I go back and look at my first few vlogs, I was in such a bad place. I was feeling so bad. And I'm feeling so much better now. Like, I just feel so ready to really just go at my goals, just attack them, like, just really go for it. I'm feeling energized. I'm just feeling good. Like, I don't know how to, I know it's a terrible adjective, but like, I don't know how else to describe it other than I feel good, which, when I've been going through like this depressive episode for the last 6 months, to be able to sit here and just say, hey, I feel good today, like, I don't know, it's a big deal to me, and it's worth celebrating. So I was like voice noting with one of my friends the other day, and sort of I was telling her, like, she'd asked me like how I am today, so I was telling her how my day was, and I was like, you know, I'm feeling really good, I'm excited about this, I'm looking forward to this, blah blah blah. And then she like messaged me back and she was like, it is so good to hear you say that, because I just watched your vlog, like, I think it was like one of the first couple ones that I did, and she's like, and you were so sad, and she's like, it is just so good to hear like how far you've come now. So that was really sweet that she could see that, and like she said that, and like other people are picking up on my good vibes as well. So I think now I'm in this new energy. What I'm going to start to do is, at the start of these vlogs, I'm going to kind of look back at some of the goals I set, and then kind of set like, break them down into like mini goals for the week. And then at the end of the vlog, we can kind of check in and see how I did. Because sometimes I film these vlogs and I start and I'm like, I don't know where the week's gonna go. I don't know how I'm gonna feel day to day. I don't, you know, it's a bit like anchorless, I guess. So yeah, I think if I set myself some like little mini goals, then I can make sure that I'm consistently working towards the big goals. But today is very exciting because I'm about to, well, not about to, in a couple hours, I'm going to head down to Bristol for the weekend. And the first thing I do when I get there, I'm going to go get a new tattoo. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I started my like patchwork half sleeve about, I don't know, a few years ago now, and then just like abandoned it. So I've not added to it in like almost 2 years, which is kind of ridiculous. So I'm adding to it today. Not a big tattoo. I wanted to start filling in some of the gaps with like some smaller pieces. And today I'm actually getting my first flash tattoo. So if you don't know, flash is like, you know, when you go into a tattoo studio and the tattoo artist like has a book of designs and you can like pick one from the book. So they're not like unique to you, like multiple people will have the same tattoo, so that's flash. Whereas every tattoo I've had up until now has been custom. I think the closest I have to flash is this kind of little crappy freehand stick and poke. But every other piece I have is like a custom piece. So this will be my first flash, and I'm really excited about that. I feel like a lot of people start with flash and then work up to the custom pieces, so I've kind of done it backwards, but I don't know, I think I was a bit more like, to be honest, I was a little bit obnoxious when I was younger, and I think I was like, oh no, every tattoo I have has to be special and unique to me and blah blah blah, and like, I'll never get flash because my tattoos need to be special. I don't know, I don't know, but I had that kind of mindset, and then now I'm like, I follow so many artists on Instagram and I see their flash and I'm like, that's cute as hell and I want it on me. Going to an artist who, again, I found through Instagram, and she just does really nice like line work and stuff. I don't have a lot of fine line tattoos because I get really like stressed about how they're going to age. You know, like fine line tattoos can blow out. So one fine line tattoo I do have is the one in my ear, and like you cannot even tell what it's supposed to be anymore. It is so blown out. It is not aged well at all. It's about like 12 years old now, and Can you tell what it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be, when it started, I'll put up a picture of what it looked like fresh, but it was like, you know, like music notes, like the sheet writing coming out of my ear. But now, because it's so blown out, it just looks like a solid black line. And then that's why I get really stressed about like small, detailed, fine line tattoos. To be honest, I think the ear was just a stupid placement, but I really like this artist and I have seen what some of her healed work looks like. So I'm going to face my fears of flash and face my fears of fine line, and I'm going to get a cute little fine line tattoo. So I still need to pack before I head down there. And I also want to just do a little more work on a video that I finished. Well, I finished it last night and I just need to upload it now, but I need to like write the description for it and like do all the tags and keywords and make the thumbnail, and that usually takes me a couple of hours, to be honest. So I do want to get that done. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it before I leave because I need to leave in just over an hour, so I'll probably get started and then finish it off maybe later this evening when I'm at my mum's house. So some other exciting stuff I've got coming out this week is another one of my life coaching sessions. So I've done 5 sessions so far. It's going really well. I think when I first started it, I was a bit like, is this gonna like kind of clash with the stuff that I'm doing in therapy? But it's not at all. It's kind of like focusing on 2 completely different things. I think sometimes people talk a bit of shit about life coaching. Like when I told my sibling about it, they were like, who is this person that's like giving you life advice? Like what's their qualification for them to do that? There's some like life coaches online and stuff who have like given the whole thing a bit of a bad rap. So it's fair to have these reservations, but my girl, my life coach, she is amazing. Yeah, we have a really good rapport. She gives me really solid advice. Last week I did have a bit of a spiral about just some breakup stuff that I'm still dealing with, and like I just sent her a voice note and she gave me like the best advice. And then usually when I start spiraling in that kind of like anxiety, it lasts ages. Like that'll take me out for like a week, but she really like talked me down from that ledge and helped me out. So yeah, it's going well. So I've got another life coaching session. I've also got a strategy call booked in with my business coach to get the ball rolling on my new business that I'm starting at. I still can't tell you what it is, but I'm so excited about it and I cannot wait for when I can talk about it a bit more openly. But yeah, I'm excited. The thing with my business coach is like I can just take all my ideas to her, like, because sometimes my head feels so chaotic, right? It's like there's 100 different like tabs open like in my internet browser of the brain, like, do you know what I mean? And it's just like there's like an idea here, there's an idea there, like there's all these like half-formed faults, and like it's just a big swirling mess of chaos. And I will take that and I will like dump it on her, and she will literally just sort through it and make it make sense to me, like make my own faults make sense to me, and she'll put my ideas into an actual plan, an actual strategy, and she's so good at that. I will link her details down below if you want to check her out if you're looking for a business coach. But yeah, I'm very excited for the session with her, because hopefully once she's helped me sort out all the chaos in my brain, then I can actually start making like solid steps towards taking this business idea that I have and making it into like an actual reality. Like I can take tangible, actionable steps. All right, so I've been wittering on for about 10 minutes now, and I don't think I've actually said much. It's just ramblings. So I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to pack for my weekend away, and then we can sit down and we can look at those goals that we're going to set for this week.
No one thought we could ever make it. Didn't know time could move so fast. 10 years later and I'm still your baby. Hold tight, 'cause I know we're changing, but I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me. I won't love you, gonna love you like summer 15. Hold tight.
Okay, so let me show you my outfit, because as you know, I've been like trying to experiment a little bit with my personal style. So I'm trying this like layered look. Like, can you see that? So I saw like a lot of girls on Pinterest wearing this sort of thing. So I've put like a big baggy t-shirt on over like a tight fitting turtleneck, and then I've just got it with my flares and Well, at the moment I'm wearing pink fluffy slippers, but when I go out I will wear it with my buffaloes, which look like this. I'll wear it with these. So, but I don't know, like the girls on Pinterest looked really cool with this look. I don't know if it's for me. Let me know what you guys think, honestly, because I'm open to suggestions because I'm trying hard with this personal style thing, but I'll be honest with you, I am struggling. I guess it's just about experimenting. I don't think it looks too bad, actually. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, so everything's packed now except for my computer because I still want to do a little bit of work before I leave. But I thought we would just go and look back at some of my goals and try and set some intentions for the next week. I mean, I know it's a Friday, but like, whatever, I can start my week on a Friday. So the next 7 days, let's say. Sorry, I just picked up my phone and immediately opened Instagram. It is like a habit. This is ridiculous. That's not what I picked up my phone for. Okay, Notion. So I'm just going to look through like my big goals that I've set myself, and I've also like broken them down into like individual steps. So I'm going to see if any of those steps will fit with this week. So the relationship stuff, kind of where I'm at with that at the moment is just like working on it in therapy, honestly. So I don't have a therapy session this week, so there's not much I can do on that front. Other than I do have a book to read actually, which is kind of about like self-worth and self-love and stuff. So I guess that kind of works to that. So intention number 1, read my book. The home stuff, the moving abroad, I don't know. Yeah, that's just not a priority at the moment. I feel like there's other stuff I need to do first. So I'm not going to set myself anything on that for this week. Financial goals, I'm doing really well with like tracking my spending and my savings. So I will continue to do that this week. So I don't really feel like I need to, that's kind of like become a habit now. So I don't really feel like I need to set that as an intention. Okay, health and wellness. I've got to implement a consistent morning routine that works for me. That is something I can work on this week. Not whilst I'm down in Bristol because it just doesn't work. When I'm staying with family, it just doesn't. But when I'm back here on Tuesday will be my first morning back here. So we'll try and get into a good morning routine and I will try and document that. So that will keep me accountable. Oh, another thing I've got on here is that I want to learn about like cycle syncing. I was talking to my life coach about this actually the other day, and like, because I struggle really badly with my periods and I just feel like so helpless sometimes with them, and like, because I go to the doctors about it, like it's a whole thing that I've been to the doctors and they do nothing, and it just, they like just prescribe me stronger and stronger painkillers rather than actually like getting to the root of why they're so bad in the first place. And it just really like, it has such a huge impact on my life. So I was thinking if I try cycle syncing, I can kind of try and gain back a little bit of control. I need to learn more about it. So yeah, that can be an intention for this week. Physical appearance, I feel like I'm doing really well with that. Like I said, I've been experimenting with my style, so I don't really need to set that as a goal as such. Hobbies, that is one I've not made very much progress on at all. I think this week I need to work towards hobbies. I really want to start DJing. I keep talking about it to people and people just keep telling me like, you talk about it so much, you need to just do it. Like I know the decks that I want to buy, I know the headphones I want to get. I think at the moment though, I'm like trying to be really like good with my savings, and I'm kind of putting my money and my savings towards like other stuff, whereas this is kind of like a really fun purchase. Like, I don't know, because I do want to have more hobbies, and like I keep saying I want to have like a more rounded life, but then also because I have this other goal with like being sensible with finances, I'm like, oh, but I don't want to spend money. Maybe I do need to just pull the plug and get my DJ decks. That is something to think about. Spiritual, okay, meditating. I am still doing so bad with that, so maybe that's something we can work on. I also want to start doing like EFT tapping as well, because I think that's going to be really good for my anxiety. I know it's not really a spiritual thing, but I don't know, I'm just throwing it in there. And I haven't done a tarot spread in a while, so maybe I will do a tarot reading for myself this week as well. Business and career goals. I feel like there's a lot of stuff I can be doing this week for that. Definitely, like I said, I've got that meeting with my business coach, so hopefully I can get the ball rolling on that. I want to do a few more updates to my blog. I started that these last couple of weeks. I need to keep working on that. I just want to keep getting these YouTube videos out there. So that's kind of it, I guess. I think hobbies is the main one that I'm leaning towards being like, okay, this needs to be a priority. That and the morning routine and the EFT tapping, meditation. I think that sounds like some good goals for this week. That, there are a few things in there that are gonna like move the needle towards the life that I'm trying to cultivate. So yeah, let's see how this week goes. The thing is with these vlogs is like I literally never know where they're gonna go, so it's really hard to film intros for them because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing this week. But yeah, I think if I set some intentions and then we can check back at the end of the week and we can see what's up. Oh, and I guess with the personal appearance one, like I'm getting a tattoo. That's appearance. That's something. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of work and then I need to go to the train station. So I've been experimenting with different thumbnails. I think I like this one the best. I think we're gonna go with this one. So on my way to go get my tattoo now. I'm so excited, literally so excited. Got the train down to Bristol, literally just like popped into my mum's house, dumped my bags, and now I am on my way. I've got like a whole bag full of snacks, which is complete overkill because it's a tiny tattoo and it's literally only gonna take like 10 minutes to do. And I know from like past experience that like tattoos don't really feel that bad until I've been like sitting for about 3 hours. Then I start to get like feeling faint and lightheaded and whatever. So I know a 15-minute tattoo is not going to be painful at all, and yeah. But I hardly ever let myself eat sugary snacks. So if I have a legit excuse to buy myself a load of sugary snacks, I'm going to take that. I'm so excited. Hey guys, okay, so it's Sunday now and I'm just realizing that I never filmed anything after the tattoo studio. So I never showed you the tattoo, I never like talked about how it was. I just completely just forgot that this vlog existed and that I was doing this. Do you know what, I'm actually not going to show you yet because he's still got the second skin on. So I'll show you what it looks like properly in a couple of days when I take the second skin off. But I'm so happy with it. I got a little skateboarding dinosaur and he is such a little cutie patootie. It's adorable. I love it. So happy. The snacks were total overkill. I was literally only in there for like 15 minutes. But any excuse to eat sugar. So I've come to visit my dad and my nan today. So I'm just doing a little bit of work now before we go out later. But we're going to go to the Bristol Lights Festival this evening. So I will take you guys along for that. I think it's going to be a really wholesome day because my dad loves photography, so he wants to go out and take some pictures. There's a lot of stuff changing at the moment, like new buildings and stuff going up, so I think my dad wants to like document that. He likes taking pictures of like architecture and things. Then I think we're just gonna go and get some lunch or a coffee or something and then go to the Lights Festival. So fun, wholesome day with my dad and my nan. Looking forward to it. And then tomorrow I'm gonna get back on the train back up to the Midlands. But yeah, I'll take you along to that because I think today's gonna be fun. Monday. It is a brand new week. It's kind of like late in the day actually. It's like 3 p.m. I've been traveling all day, like coming back from Bristol, so I'm exhausted. I get really like overstimulated on trains, so they just always make me feel exhausted and I just want to go sleep as soon as I get home. But I've got so much to do today, so I need to like plan my week. I need to like obviously unpack and do all my laundry from the weekend, things like that. I need to go over to my old apartment because my bike is still there and I need to go take pictures of it so I can sell it. It is like I bought the bike on like a complete impulse, and I don't know why it didn't occur to me that like bikes aren't like universal sizes, and like basically the bike is far too big for me. I can't touch the floor with my feet when I'm sat on it. So I bought the bike, tried to ride it, immediately fell off, and then like haven't touched it since. So it's just been sat in like the bike store for like 2 years or something now. So I need to go and take pictures of it so I can sell it. And like, because I can't ride it, I can't even bring it back here. So I've got to like keep going back over there. Yeah, so that's a pain in the ass. So I just want to get it done now. So I'm going to go do that in a second. Then I've just got a bunch of other like little tasks that I need to do today, kind of just to set me up for the week mainly. But I just want to go sleep. I need a nap, honestly. The weekend was so nice though. Like it was busy because I was trying to like fit in time to like see everyone and do all the things I wanted to do, but it was so nice. I love spending time with family, especially time with my nan. It was a lush weekend. But now we're back and it is the first week of February and I'm just like so excited for the month ahead. Like January was awesome for me. I've just been feeling like a whole different energy these past sort of 4 weeks. So I'm excited to see what February brings and if I can maintain that energy and that flow. I completely fucked up yesterday. So I was going to take pictures of the bike, come back, do these other things on my list that I needed to do, and then have like a nice chilled evening. But instead, I got back and I was so exhausted. I was like, okay, I'm just going to have a little like cat nap. I'll lie down for like 30 minutes just to refresh myself. The next thing I know, I'm waking up and it's like 9 p.m. and I've just been asleep all afternoon. And I was like, sometimes you wake up out of a nap and you're like, what year is it? Where am I? It was one of those. Yeah, I woke up from the nap and then I was like starving, so I had to eat something. And then I was just still exhausted, even after all that sleeping, I was still exhausted. So then I went to sleep and then I woke up again this morning at like 9:30. My alarm went off at my usual time at like 6:45 and I just turned it off and then went back to sleep. Woke up at 9:30, realised I had like a Zoom meeting at 10. So then just like had to like frantically get up and get dressed and whatever. Oh, so I've just finished my Zoom meeting. So it's like 11 now. I haven't look at the state of me. Like I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'm starving. So that is not how I wanted this week to start, really, because like if you remember at the beginning of this video, one of my goals was to like have a good morning routine and start my day off right, and I've just done the exact opposite of that. I just completely messed up my sleep schedule over the weekend. That's what it was. Like it was a really fun weekend. I had a great time, but I completely like messed up my sleep schedule, and now I feel like because of that, Monday and Tuesday are a write-off. Well, I mean, it's only 11 a.m. on Tuesday. I shouldn't call it a write-off. I think I can get it back on track. But I've got a meeting this afternoon with my business coach and I haven't even sent over like the prep work for her. So I need to eat something now and I need to do that. Apologize to her for like not giving her enough time to like go over my stuff. Oh, and then I need to find time to do all the stuff that I didn't do yesterday. I am not in a good energy today. I'm feeling a little frantic and a little stressed, but let's try and get back on track. Okay, so I just had a nice hot shower and I think it's time to finally take off the second skin on my tattoo. I'm such a wuss. It's like, I always worry that it's gonna hurt. Oh, I hate taking this stuff off. Ow, 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 ow. it like rips off all your like little baby arm hairs. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. That really hurt. But here we go. Here's the reveal. His name is Pablo, and he's a special little guy. I'm gonna go put like a ton of moisturizer on this now because it looks dry as hell. Okay, so I dumped a load of moisturizer on him and he's looking so much better now. Let me show you. So here we go, my little skateboarding dino. I love him so much. It's really funny, my dad, when he saw him, he was like, oh, is there like a meaning behind that? I was like, no, it's a skateboarding dinosaur. Like, what kind of possible meaning could that have? I just think he's cute. But now I'm looking at my arm and I'm thinking, okay, this part here looks really, really naked. So I definitely think this is the next spot on my sleeve that I'm going to fill in. I already know what I want. I'm going to get like a beetle. I just need to find an artist and a style that I like. But yeah, this spot just feels like so naked. I'm like, I need to put something on here right away. But I think I'm not going to book anything in soon because I don't want to rush it. Like I said, I need to find that like perfect artist. But I'm glad that I've made a teeny tiny bit of progress to my sleeve. Okay, so I just looked at my YouTube analytics and I need to share with you guys because I'm like so excited about this. I posted my wardrobe clear out video on Friday and then I've like just left it, not looked at it since. I've just logged in and I've seen it's gotten like all these views and 200 watch time hours. And like, that's amazing. Like, I've had other videos that have had like this many views or even more views, but not in this, like, not this quickly. Like, usually it will like build up to that over like a month or so, but like just over the weekend, that is how many it's had. It's just shot up. And when I posted it, I had like 90 subscribers and I've now got 125. That's like, honestly, I know that's like nothing to most people, but I'm like so excited about this. I was so stoked. Literally, it took me so long to even get to 90. So to suddenly have like this massive like jump of like 30 odd subscribers, that's crazy. It honestly just amazes me whenever anyone subscribes to my channel. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know, like getting views on your video is one thing, like getting people to watch a video, I feel like that's easy-ish. But then like to have that person be like, oh, I like you enough to stick around and I want to see more from you. Like, I don't know, it just feels like such an honor. And like, I'm really happy. That's just made my day. I've definitely had some moments recently where I've been wondering if I'm like putting too much time into YouTube and like monetization and making it like an actual income stream just feels so far away. So this was like, yeah, a nice little boost and a nice little like motivation to keep going as well. And also some people have left like really nice sweet comments, and not just on this like wardrobe video. They've obviously like gone from this wardrobe video, that's how they found me, and then they've gone through and watched my Changing My Life in 6 Months series, and some people have left some like absolutely like just genuinely lovely comments on there. I'm just so happy. Hello, how you doing? No, I was like waiting. I was like, at what point should I message her? So I've just finished my call with Jess, my business coach, and I'm so glad that I like booked this hour with her, because yeah, it's, you know what, you can do all the like sitting there and thinking yourself. You can go and ask ChatGPT, whatever. You can like research your competitors, but there is like no substitute for just talking to an expert who's already done the thing you want to do and who like can just guide you and like knows the way. Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing now coming out of that conversation. I cannot wait until I can share this business idea with you guys. I'm kind of I'm kind of sad that I can't just yet, but keep watching, because like hopefully in a few weeks I will be able to actually tell you what this is all about, and I think you guys are gonna like it, because if you're watching this series, it's definitely what the business is kind of ties into this whole idea of like changing your life, creating a more balanced life, trying new things, like all that stuff that us girlies love. And I also just like, I'm so happy now. I've just had like the validation of like okay, this is an idea that is potentially gonna work and go somewhere. It's not just something that I think is a good idea, it's something that like someone else agrees is a good idea. I don't know, sometimes I just need that validation. I just like, I'm not very self-assured. I need someone else to tell me that my ideas are good ideas. I think I'm getting a bit overstimulated and I think my brain is just going a bit too much. So I don't think I'm going to work on any more of this today. But I have some really good ideas where I'm going to go, and hopefully by the end of the week I'll have like, yeah, I'll have like made even more progress on this new business venture. So I'm very excited to see where I'm going to take this. Do you know what? I'm going to go back and look at those goals that I set as well, because I set a bunch of goals and now I've almost completely forgotten what they were. Maybe I just need to chill this evening. My brain feels a bit scrambled. I've just been chatting away to the camera for ages and then I realised I didn't actually press record. I don't know if you can tell, but I am so frazzled today. Like, my brain is going at 100 miles per hour, but nothing is happening. Like, I'm just having one of those days where I can't focus on anything. There are like a million tabs open in my brain, and I think frazzled is just the only way I can describe it. Or like, I don't even know. I hate it when I feel like this. But anyway, I think now is the perfect time to try some meditation. Because if you remember, at the beginning of the week, I said that meditation and getting into meditation was one of my goals. And today I'm feeling so frazzled and so like frantic and being pulled every which direction. I think some grounding meditation would really benefit me right now. So I've got this app. It's called Calm. It looks like this. I'll try and remember to link it down below. So I use this a lot when I fly. So one thing you might not know about me is I am terrified of flying, which people always like find really funny, or they don't believe me because they're like, you're a travel blogger. Like, you literally travel for a living. Like, what do you mean you're scared of flying? But like, I'm dead ass serious. I'm terrified of planes, flying. You will never see me on a helicopter, let me tell you that. I literally have a panic attack every time I have to fly anywhere. So I do use this app. I've got like a whole little routine that I go through, and using this app for breath work when I'm flying is something that I do. But I've never used the meditations on it. I'm just scrolling through them because there's so many and I don't know where to start. Where do you start with meditations? Because they've got so many. They've got like anxiety, quick meditation, stress, self-care, soundscapes, inner peace, focus, emotions, open-ended meditation, timed meditation. There's so many different options. So I'm going to click on quick meditations. Well, even within that, there's like, this is just the quick meditations, and there's like absolutely tons of them. Like, I just feel frazzled. I need one for that. How do I can't even talk today. I don't even know what I'm saying. I am just going to go with slow down. I think that might be a good one because I said my brain was going too fast. So let's try slow down. That really was no help at all. Yeah, I don't know if it was just like because I listened to a guided meditation, but it didn't help at all. Maybe tomorrow I will try it again with like just a soundscape or something and just like focus more on breathing, because it's hard to like focus and get in the zone when there's just like someone whittering away in your ear. I don't really understand how guided meditations are helpful. So I'm going to try one tomorrow that's like not guided and it's just like breathing to music or something. I did say I was going to try EFT tapping as well. Maybe I should give that a go. Okay, so I just found this YouTube video which is like EFT tapping to calm your racing thoughts. So that actually sounds perfect. So I'm going to give that a go right now. Okay, so the EFT tapping was actually much more helpful than the meditation. The meditation did nothing for me, but the EFT tapping, I do just feel a little bit better. Not 100%, but a little bit. So I'm going to read my book for a little while now, and then maybe do a little more work this evening. But I think I'm just going to take some time to relax with my book for a bit now. I'm really glad I tried that. It's hard to explain. There's like a feeling in my body now, but like it feels good. I might try and stick with that. I might try and do that for like every day for the rest of the week. And maybe I'll try the meditation again. Good morning. I am talking really quietly because I don't want to be loud in the morning and like disturb my roommates or anything. I mean, I think these walls are pretty solid. I don't think they can hear me anyway, but I don't know, paranoid. But yeah, it's first thing in the morning and I did not sleep last night. Well, I did, I think. I think it was gone midnight by the time I went to sleep. And then I think I woke up again at 4 a.m. And then I was just awake literally until my alarm went off like a half hour ago. So I was really tempted to not get up and to just like stay in bed and keep trying to sleep. But I think I'm going to do my regular morning routine, try and be like consistent with it. And I don't know, hopefully it'll help me sleep better tonight. So with my morning routine, I've got like a list on my phone of things to do, like journaling, skincare, reading, all those kind of like healthy morning habits that everyone tells you to do. And it's kind of like a pick and mix situation. Like I look at the list and I don't necessarily do every single one in a particular order every single day. I kind of judge it day by day what I have the capacity for, because I used to have like a really regimented morning routine. I've tried several different ones actually. I read the Miracle Morning book a few years back and I tried to do that one. And I used to get up at like 4:30 a.m. or something ridiculous like that to do it before going to work. This was like back in the day when I was working. Not that I don't work now, but you know what I mean, when I had a job that I had to leave the house for. And yeah, I found actually it did the opposite of like what it promised to do. That kind of pressure to do things kind of like dysregulated my nervous system more than it helped it. And the same with like last summer, I was trying really hard to be like a gym girly, and I was trying to like get up early and as soon as I wake up, put on my gym kit and head out the door, go to the gym, do a workout. And again, I know that works for some people, and honestly, if that is your morning routine, I love that for you, but it's not me. It, like I said, it dysregulates my nervous system. Like I've just found that out about myself, is that I just need to be like slow and gentle with myself in the mornings, and that's okay. You know, self-care, it's not a one size fits all. Different things are going to work for different people, and you don't have to force yourself to do something that just everyone on Instagram is doing or whatever, you know? It's not perfect. I'm not consistent with it, but I think I have finally found a morning routine that works for me. So now my goal is to make it more consistent and to do it every day. Even if I only do like one or two things every day, because I acknowledge that I don't have the capacity every day to do all the things, if that makes sense. And I would like to be more consistent with like always waking up at the same time. But I think I need to get my sleep under control first. I have got my coffee. I just went and made my coffee. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm just going to drink my coffee in bed, which again, I feel like is one of those things they tell you not to do. Like, oh, don't sit and drink your coffee in bed. Like, that's really bad. I used to feel like really, really, really guilty for it. But it's kind of like a little pleasure in life for me. Like, I don't know, I'm a big coffee fan. And I like to have my first coffee of the day in bed, and usually I will either read or watch YouTube. Today, like I said, I slept like hell. I don't think I have the capacity to read, so I'm going to watch a YouTube video. The YouTube I watch in the mornings tends to be different to what I would watch like in the evenings if I'm trying to relax or something. So in the evenings, I'll tend to watch like vlogs or like my comfort channels. In the morning, I tend to go more for like the personal development kind of videos, the kind of talking head type videos where they're teaching you something, because then I think at least I'm kind of learning something first thing in the morning, and then it's in your mind and you can potentially like implement it throughout your day. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to sit, drink my coffee, find a video to watch, and then I'll show you what I do for the rest of my morning routine. Morning routine. As you saw, it was like a very slow, gentle start to my morning, but I've just found that that's what suits me best. I've been trying to do this morning routine kind of fairly regularly. I'd say these days I do it like at least 3 to 4 days a week, but I really want to be like a lot more consistent with it. Sorry, the bin lorry is outside just as I start recording. I hope you can't hear that. I don't always do like all those things. Sometimes I do other things. Like for example, today I've like not bothered doing my makeup because I just want to give my skin a break today. Some days I'll do things like pulling a tarot card, or if it's a dark gloomy day outside, I'll sit with my sad lamp on for a little bit. So they're kind of like day by day. It's a very like interchangeable morning routine, but I found that that's what works best for me. So I'm all ready to start my day. So I'm just gonna have a quick check-in of those goals, like mini goals and intentions that I set at the start of the week, and see where I'm at with that. Read my book, I've done that. Work on my morning routine, done that. Okay, hobbies, I've just written hobbies, like that's such a vague goal. I don't think I've done anything hobby related. I do feel like, as nice as it's been to get like my energy back and my spark back and be like making so much progress with like work and things like that, I don't want to get back into that like hustle and grind routine. I do, it's important to me that I have more of a balanced life, so I really do need to start prioritizing hobbies more. I just can't think of a hobby that I can do that doesn't involve me spending a lot of money right now to like get started. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna try and think of something. All right, so we still need to prioritize that for this week. Meditating and EFT tapping, I tried yesterday. Get a tattoo, did that. Have a meeting with my business coach, did that. Update my blog, I've not done that yet this week. Post more on YouTube. I've posted one video this week. I really want to get the part 2 to that wardrobe declutter out, so I do need to focus on doing that. And then learning more about cycle syncing. I haven't done that yet. So I've actually done more than I thought. So funny, like it's always like if you ask me, I will always be so hard on myself and be like, oh, I've done nothing. I've been so unproductive. But then when I actually like write it down and then read it back, I realize actually I do a lot. I guess it just goes to show that my memory is crap, or maybe I just always have a bad impression of myself. I don't know. But I think I might stick with this kind of routine of writing down like these little mini intentions every week, and then it just like keeps them in my mind, and I can check in throughout the week. And I'm going to think about what I can do hobby wise, and try and make it more of a priority. Good morning. So ignore the state of me because I haven't really gotten up or got ready yet. I stopped filming the vlog yesterday because it actually turned into a really bad mental health day. I was getting ready to go for my dog walking and I just had like a massive panic attack. And it took me so long to calm down because I just didn't want to leave my house. I was so scared of just like leaving this room, which I haven't had a panic like that in quite a long time, actually. And like, certainly not when it comes to dog walking. Like, this is one of my regular dogs. I love this dog. She's so sweet. Like, I've never had the thought of, oh, I don't want to do this. So it kind of like, it felt like it was coming out of nowhere. And I was like, why the hell am I feeling like this? And basically, by the time I calmed down, I then was going to be super, super late because usually I like walk to go pick the dog up, then I walk the dog, then I walk back. And it's like a nice long walk for me, which I love. But yeah, if I'd have walked there, I would have been super late. So I actually ended up getting an Uber over there, which then meant I didn't make any money for that dog walk because I spent money on an Uber, right? So not a great way to run a business, but also that was literally the only way I could get myself to get out of the house. Like, I could not bring myself to walk there. And obviously, like, I didn't want to let this client down. I would never, ever cancel like last minute and just leave them hanging. So like, I had to force myself, even though I was like still kind of really panicky at that point. But I was also telling myself like seeing the dog will like help the anxiety. Like, I'm just going to use this dog as like an emotional support dog. And it did help a bit. But then when I got back, I yeah, I couldn't function for the rest of the evening. I basically just like hid under my duvet for the rest of the day. So glad that I've started getting those like meal deliveries, because it definitely would have been a day where I just didn't eat if I didn't have those. So very, very grateful that, my past self thought ahead and figured that one out for me. But yeah, I was kind of reflecting on it, and because at first I was like, this panic attack, this anxiety has just come out of the blue, it's come out of nowhere. And then I reflected on it, I thought, is it, or have there been like warning signs? Like, I have not been sleeping that well. And like one of the things I've learned in therapy is like, okay, when you start having these like episodes or whatever, the first thing to do is to like check your baseline needs are being met. So like, am I eating enough? Am I hydrated? Am I getting enough social interaction? Am I sleeping? Like, do I feel safe? Like, all those basic things that you need to function. And I was like, okay, it's sleep. I haven't been sleeping. So that was obviously contributing. And then I think actually I am pushing myself a little bit with like the work stuff. Like, I'm going a bit too hard and trying to do too many things at once. Like, literally, you guys saw before Christmas, I basically wasn't working at all for like a solid 3 months. And now since like mid-January, and it's now like the first week of February. So for the last like 3-4 weeks, I've, launched an entire new business, started working on launching a second business, started working on my blog again. I've been putting out YouTube videos every week. Part of me is like, oh, that's a lot. You've been pushing yourself too hard. And then there's another part of me that's like, I feel like I should be doing a lot more and that I have absolutely no right to feel overwhelmed. But then also I'm like, well, I've gone from doing nothing to doing quite a bit. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I feel like maybe I should have baby stepped it a bit more and like gradually worked up to working. Like, I should have been like, okay, I'm going to work like 2 days a week. And then, okay, I'm going to work 3 days a week. And then, okay, I'm going to be back to working full time. Like, do you know what I mean? Gradually got myself back into it rather than just like being like, okay, I need to do this, and this. And like, the world is going to stop turning if I don't. It's all about mindset. It's all just the way I think of things and like the pressure I put on myself. I know that. But I just don't want to get back into that kind of hustle, grind kind of mindset that I had before. I don't want to burn out again. And I feel like this panic attack was a bit of a sign of like, oh, you're doing too much. Even as I say that, I feel awful and I feel so guilty for saying that, because I know there are the majority of people, let's be honest, do a lot more than me. So like, I would never complain about like being self-employed or like, the job that I do, because I know that I'm very privileged to be in that position. It's more about the way I'm thinking and treating myself internally rather than the actual amount of work that I'm doing. I need to stop putting so much pressure on myself. I got a solid 8 hours, maybe even 9 hours sleep last night. Like, I didn't even set an alarm for the morning. I let myself sleep in. I was like, I'm just going to sleep until I naturally wake up. So I feel a lot better. I feel a lot less tired. So I think we've sorted out the sleep issue. I'm going to take the morning off today. I am actually going to get myself dressed up in a cute outfit and take myself out to brunch. Because there is this little voice in my head screaming, you can't do that, you've got a million things to do. But can't listen to it because then, that's where the burnout comes in. So I am going to take the morning off, have a self-care morning. I think it's needed. And I just need to keep telling myself, like, it's safe to do that. Like, nothing bad is going to happen if you don't work on your projects this morning. Like, it's fine. I had anxiety yesterday. I don't want to have any more anxiety. So today is going to have to be a self-care day. Maybe not even for the full day, but at least for the morning. So I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to take myself out to brunch. I literally just finished recording that and then I pulled out this card. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Okay, I tried so hard to dress cute, but I don't want to wash my hair, so ignore the hair. The hair is what it is. We're just going to live with it. Makeup, again, I'm just like not in the mood to sit down and do my makeup, so I'm literally like concealer under my eyes and lipstick, and we're calling it a day. But here's where I have made an effort. I got my cute little matching jewelry set. I've got a little bracelet as well. Cute little matching jewelry set. I've got a jumper because it's bloody cold outside. I've got, oh, do you know what? I just realised this collar is not playing ball. Hang on. This is why I'm not a fashion blogger anymore, right? I don't know. I really love a collar. I think a collar just, something so cute about it, And jumpsuit, leather jacket, these big clunky white boots. My God, they need a wash. Oh, okay, that's it. Let's go. Okay, so I'm back and I just feel so much better for doing that. I'm in such a good mood now. A whole completely different person to who I was this time yesterday when I was freaking out. So I had my little brunch. It was delicious, honestly. Then I got like a takeaway hot chocolate and went for a walk around the park, really nice long walk. So now for the rest of the afternoon, I'm going to do a bit more work on my new business, run some more ideas past my business coach, try and maybe organize this market research call that I want to do. And then I still need to finish my wardrobe purge part 2 video, so hopefully I can get that edited and then I can get uploaded tomorrow. So I'm basically just going to be sat at my computer for the rest of the day, so I'm not really going to bother filming that because that's going to be very boring for you to watch, so I will check back in with you later. I got changed because like the jumpsuit was cute, but now that I'm home I just want to be comfy. So my business coach suggested that I do some market research for my new business idea, and I have never done anything like that before, ever. Even though I've launched several businesses, I've always just, I don't know, literally gone straight in and launched it in a day. But this time I really want to do everything like properly. So I think market research is actually a great idea, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So she's just sent me like a course on how to do market research, or like a module from a course basically. So I'm just going to sit and figure that out. I'm going to kind of plan out what I want to like ask my market research participants, things like that. And then I'm going to drop a little message into, we've got a group chat for the membership that I'm in for like female entrepreneurs. So I think there is a few people in there I already have in mind who do feel like ideal clients for this business. So I'm just going to drop a note in there and see if anyone would be interested in like jumping on a market research call with me. It's very scary. I've never done anything like this. It makes me feel like a real business owner. But first of all, I need to work through this course and figure out what the hell I'm doing. Okay, ignore the fact that I'm just munching on a protein bar right now, but I've just had a thought. This whole time I keep saying, oh, I can't talk about my new business with you guys yet. But I'm like so far behind on my editing. By the time you see this vlog, I probably will be talking about my business. I'm still like, oh, should I tell you? Should I tell you what this whole business idea is about? Or should I keep it a secret for a bit longer? Because I don't know, I might have a sudden like rush of editing all my vlogs and like put this out sooner than I'm actually thinking. So we'll see. Maybe I'll tell you in the next one. So I've designed like a little market research questionnaire, which I'm going to share to the community tab here on YouTube share it to my Instagram stories, to my email list, anywhere I have an audience really. And hopefully that is going to give me a few like insights and stuff. So I've done that. And then I've also put together some like questions and stuff for more deeper market research. So I want to host a few like Zoom calls with people who are like potentially ideal clients. And I've just sort of gone through like a structure for those Zoom calls and how that would look. So now I'm just going to pop a quick voice message into the group chat for the female entrepreneur group that I'm in and see if any of them are up for doing a Zoom call. I don't know why I'm so nervous about this. I talk to these girls all the time. Like half of them are my friends. I don't like asking people for things. I'm trying to hype myself up. Okay, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be brave. You know when like something's a good idea in your head and then you have to like share it with other people and you're suddenly filled with self-doubt? That's me. That's me right now. Okay. Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a lovely evening. I just have a quick favour to ask. So I'm kind of in the beginning stages of kind of launching a new business. It's basically I feel like that was so awkward. Why do I just forget how to talk as soon as the microphone is recording? Awkwardness aside, hopefully someone takes pity on me and helps me out with that. Okay, it's literally been 5 minutes and I've already had 2 people say that they'd be happy to jump on a call with me. Yay! I wasn't as like awkward and weird as I thought I was in my head. So I'm gonna send them a message tomorrow, hopefully get a date booked in the diary for that. And yeah, then it's like I'm telling people about it and then it's gonna feel real. Okay, so I did a solid few hours work there and I'm like, yeah, super happy about that. Taking this morning off was like the best decision I could have made because I was so focused and so on it this afternoon. Like the last few days when I've been trying to work, I've been really frazzled and really like distracted, but I've just been so focused this afternoon. So good decision on my part. So I've just got my dinner now. Hang on, let me turn the camera around so you can see. This is a tofu cauliflower korma. So excited to try this. The good thing about these meals is like literally every day I know that I have something delicious for dinner. I feel like today has been a really good food day. The brunch I had was really good. My snack I had earlier was delicious. And now I've got this yummy dinner. So I'm just gonna eat this. I'm sat here on my bed. It's a bad habit eating in bed, but like when your bedroom is also your living room, what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna eat this on my bed. Gonna watch something on Disney Plus, and then after dinner I'm going to do a bit of editing on my video. So I've got my little mic clipped to me because I was editing and I realized that I tend to like hold my microphone in my hand, but then I like wave my arms around a lot when I'm talking and it kind of defeats the point of like having a microphone. So I'm so sorry if that's been driving anyone crazy. I'm going to try and stop doing it. Today's been pretty good so far. I had to go meet a client this morning, like for the pet sitting business. This is like a new client. They've got 2 little doggos. So cute. Absolute sweethearts. Cannot wait to spend some time with them. But that all went really well. Looks like they're going to become another regular client. They might be my last regular clients. I'm genuinely thinking I might have to close my books soon because I've got quite a few now, which is insane considering it's like 5 weeks into the year and I only launched this business like, when did I launch this? Just before Christmas, I think. I think this week has gone really well. I just thought I'd like do a final reflection on those like intentions that I set for the week. I've got them written down somewhere. Hang on, let's have a look. Okay, read my book. I've been doing that throughout the week. I think I read like a whole chapter this week, so done that. Work on a morning routine. That has not gone as well as I would like it to. I obviously did it like that one day, and then my sleep has just been so messed up. It was, again, I didn't sleep like last night. I think last night I got about like 3 hours worth of sleep. So then this morning I just didn't want to wake up until like an hour before I needed to leave. So I didn't really have time to do like a full morning routine or like take a slow morning the way I like to. It was more of like okay, just do the bare minimum of like get up, make breakfast, shower, like that sort of stuff. I didn't have time to journal or read, nothing like that. So morning routine definitely still needs some work, but that's mainly just the issue at the moment is sleep. I don't know why my sleep has been so bad this week. It's been ridiculous. Learn about cycle syncing. Did not do that. I've done it a little bit. I know that my period is due next week, so I tried to do as much as I could this week so that I can take a couple of days off next week. So that's kind of like planning. But I know there's more to it than that, so I definitely need to like look into it a bit more. But it's a start. I've made a start. Hobbies, I've done nothing hobby related this week. That one is one I am still very much struggling with. Meditation and EFT tapping. I've done a couple of EFT sessions throughout the week. Same with meditation. Still struggling to find a like guided meditation that works for me, but I'll get there. Get my tattoo. I did that. Let's do a little Pablo update. Here he is. This is how he's healing up. He's kind of in his scabby phase at the moment, so I can't really tell if some of the lines are a bit shaky or if that is just because he's like scabby and gross at the moment. But I'm like putting moisturizer on him every couple hours, so he will hopefully look a lot better next week. But I'm still super, super happy with him. Meeting with my business coach, obviously I did that. That was honestly like kind of my main focus this week, has been working on that new business. So definitely hit that goal. Update my blog I didn't do because, like I said, my new business has kind of been my main focus this week. So and the blog basically just runs itself at this point. So I'm not super mad at myself for not getting around to that. Like, I think this week I needed to put my energy into the new business. And post on YouTube. For the rest of this afternoon, I'm going to finish editing that video and then get it uploaded. So that should be done by the end of the day before I go to hot yoga. So I think I did pretty well with the goals for this week. I feel like this has been a great week. I mean, there's obviously like, I had a couple blips, but I think that's fine and it's normal. Actually, multiple people have said to me this week, like, oh, you've got your spark back, or like, oh, there's something different about you, or, you know, it looks like you're smashing it at the moment. Like, people have like gone out of their way to point out to me that they can see like a difference in me, and that's really nice. And I think I can see it as well. I definitely think like, even that one day when I had the panic attack, I recovered from that so quickly. Like, in the past, that would have set me back for like the rest of the week. That would, like, the week would have been a write-off, but like I got over it so quick, and like 24 hours later I was being like the most productive I've been all week. So I think that's definitely a good sign. Thank you for hanging out with me this week. Don't forget, these vlogs are part of a series. All the other episodes are saved in a playlist, so go and check those out. And let me know if you hit any goals this week, or if you've had a good week, or do you know what? Let me know if you've had a bad week as well, because I'll try and cheer you up. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.